first mother role mo, tama ba?
Yes.
Ayan. How did you find it? Was it a difficult adjustment or was it easy peasy?
Parang at first, I thought it was easy kasi parang na-master ko naman din yung feeling ng love. Ano yun? Parang kung paano siya ipapasok sa story. Pero yung difference lang, yung inisip ko, kunwari, lagi kasi yung mga roles ko, yung center ng buhay niya, yung lalaki. So, yung love na yun, nilagay ko lang dun sa daughter ko. So, akala ko ganun lang kadali. Pero the more that I played Raquel and the more na I got to interact with Sasha as Aussie, as my daughter, parang saka ko na-feel na parang iba talaga yung pagmamahal ng mom. You can't compare it to just like the love that you would give to your husband or your boyfriend. Or it's really different, the love that a parent gives to a child. And I had to find that out later on pa in the show. The more time I spent with her, the more na parang nagkakaroon ng threat dun sa character niya. Kunwari si TJ, sasaktan niya si TJ. Si Paolo, sasaktan niya si Aussie. Lumalabas, nagiging natural yung pagka-protective ko. Nagwawala talaga ako na parang hindi ko naman pinlano before the scene. So, ayun. It was actually a very welcome change. I really like playing a mother role kasi parang finally there was something new. Parang it was undiscovered territory for me as an actress.
Do you think, so ngayon, first mother role mo and then marami ka ring discoveries, paparating na ang 2014, how do you think magle-level up ka pa sa career mo? Gayong parang sobrang level up na at your age, yung bata-bata mo pa.
Well, actually, because it's so easy, because it's so easy for us to get typecasted or, diba, parang, I often play a damsel in distress. There are still a lot of roles na I haven't really been able to explore yet. Parang I've never been naman the one na ako yung magsasave dun sa guy. Yung parang gano'n, wala pa akong nagagawa. Wala din akong nagagawa pa na masyadong sexy. So marami pa akong hindi nasusubukan. It's just, ewan ko, hindi naman din ako yung magde-decide kung ano yung
Ayun, nabanggit mo yan. If given the opportunity to choose, ano pang roles or projects ang gusto mong i-explore?
Ano ba? Ako, gusto ko magkaroon ng isang character na parang meron siyang uncontrollable weakness. Parang some kind of psychological problem. It's, for example, character na may OCD. Parang you can't help it, you can't control it, you have to fix things, you have to do things a certain way, or it doesn't even have to be that. Yung parang kahit some kind of addiction, something that you would have trouble controlling. I want to do something. Para bang kalaban mo yung sarili mo. Instead of getting a bida kontra bida type of thing, it's more of kalaban mo yung sarili mo.
Anong nag-draw sa'yo? Ano nag-attract sa'yo sa ganitong klase ng theme or ng genre?
Kasi I was thinking like my two favorite shows of 2013. Medyo may pagkaganon kasi. Parang yun yung common factor na napansin ko sa two favorite shows ko, which is Banshee and Ray Donovan. So yun yung dalawa kong favorite shows ng 2013 na parang yun yung common, parang may something sila na hindi nila makontrol. Although they're the hero of the story, medyo kalaban pa rin nila yung sarili nila. It just shows that you don't have to be perfect just to be the hero of the story.
Parang tingin mo ba what does it take to play this kind of character? Do you think kailangan ba klaro ang pag-iisip mo o ikaw yung nasa tamang pag-iisip to be able to portray this, or dapat ba meron require na konting sayad din para
Well, recently si Raquel has medyo nababaliw kasi siya sa kwento ng Genesis, di ba? She's been through so much, bumibitaw na siya sa sanity niya. And I feel like it takes, I attack naman all my roles the same way. which is I research parang kung anong condition I have to get into. And then, before a scene, I just empty my mind. Leave it completely empty para lahat ng stimulation pwede kong gawa ng reaction. Kunwari, pag tinuro ako ng bata tapos sasabihin niya baliw ako, pwede kong isipin, pwede ko siyang marinig, pwede ko siyang hindi marinig. Parang ang dami kong choices na pwedeng gawin sa loob ng eksena eh. So, ayokong i-plan yung acting ko sa rehearsal pala. So, yung ginagawa ko, kunwari, may bata, sasabihin niya, ay, baliw si Raquel, ganyan. So, iisipin ko, naririnig ko ba siya o hindi? Tapos, kung naririnig ko siya, naniniwala ba ako o hindi? Kasi I think, kung baliw ka, posibleng alam mo naman na baliw ka eh. Pero hinahayaan mo na. Parang gano'n.
How did you learn about this technique? Is this your very own or did you try to improvise from another kind of technique?
Kasi wala naman akong talagang formal training sa acting. Yung mga napipick up ko lang na technique is what I learned from either the actors that I work with or the directors that I work with. And si Direct Joyce and si Jay Cruz, yung acting coach, they told me, sa kanila nang galing, yung wag mong iplano kung ano yung gagawin mo. Parang i-feel mo na lang para totoo, pag nangyari na, totoo yung reaction mo. Tapos, as for the research, I just thought it would be the responsible thing to do.
Oo nga naman, kahit naman sa...
Para lang naman hindi ako, kunwari, if I'm playing a nurse, paano kung mali yung ginagawa ko, diba? Parang walang maniniwala. Pag napanood ng mga nurse, sasabihin nila, ay, hindi naman siya nurse.
Aside from being a mother in the story and the wife na ang dami-daming problema, what is another challenging thing about playing Raquel?
What's challenging about playing Raquel? Kasi, yung mahirap kasi, Raquel is so different from me. So, hindi kami pareho mag-isip. So, medyo extra effort na iisipin ko paano magre-react si Raquel, hindi si Rian. So, pag may nangyayari, since parang si Raquel kasi ang dali niya magpatalo, medyo iba kami doon.
Oo, tama. Correct.
So, ayun, parang I have to think of her. At saka, syempre, iba yung sitwasyon niya. She's a mom, I'm not. So, parang ako, all I have to think of is me. And then her, kailangan lagi niyang iniisip yung ibang tao. Hindi niya concerned yung sarili niya dapat. Ganon. It's a challenge kasi magkaiba kami ng sitwasyon.
Ayan, tawag dito, second to the last taping day na medyo there's still a lot to be done. Nafe-feel mo ba na papatapos na siya? Nagsisink in na ba?
Actually, masasabi ko na for most of us here, nag-sink in. Hindi naman that there's so much to be done. It's more of like, kasi yung mga show, for as long as they're running, I mean, magkakasama kayo almost every day, or, every other day kayo magkasama. So parang, if you walk in na parang antok ka, you don't have to explain yourself. You don't, you just walk in and you're so casual about it. Mafe-feel na naming lahat na, uy, mamimiss natin ang isa't isa. Kasi we're starting to eat together. Which usually, parang pahinga namin yun yung mga lunch break, dinner break. Dinner break, lahat ng girls nasa girls stand, lahat ng guys nasa guys stand. Today, like, hindi kami nag-usap-usap. We just all started showing up at the table. Tapos parang, nag-gets na namin na, mamimiss ko kayo Parang
ayaw na lang magtrabaho.
Feeling.
Ayan, given na mamimiss mo naman silang lahat, sino yung pinaka-mamimiss mo? Is there anyone in particular na naging pinaka-close ka? Tent mates, mga ganon?
I have an actually really weird answer. I have two people.
Okay.
One is Direct Joyce because I'm just so happy to be working with her again. Kasi ever since Stairway, parang iniisip ko, kailan ko kaya siya makatrabaho ulit. So now that it's happening, parang medyo sad ako na mag-end na ulit. Kasi hindi ko na naman alam kung kailan ko siya makatrabaho. And two, si Sasha. We've actually become pretty close.
Ang unang on-screen daughter mo.
Parang I'm a little attached to her. I always know what she's up to in terms of like terms of school, makwento siyang bata. You know, she really lets you know what she's doing the next day. I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss playing with her. She has so much energy. And sometimes when all the adults are busy, ako na lang yung pwede niyang, kalaro. So, you know, we're always playing. I'm gonna miss that a lot.
So do you think after Genesis, medyo magkakaroon ka ng kaunting free time naman?
I think so. Yeah, that was my plan. Kasi after Indio, I thought na, I'm gonna leave the country, ganun. So, now that Genesis is over, I'm already thinking of buying plane tickets na.
To where?
Thinking Bali.
Wow. Tawag dito, pagka nagkaroon ka pa ng extra time pa, meron ka bang plan gumawa ulit ng isa pang video na parang I love my fans?
I don't know. You know what? A couple of friends, kailan lang nila nakita? Kasi hindi ko naman siya pinopromote or anything. Hindi ko naman pinapakita sa lahat.
Nakakatawa siya, grabe.
Kailan lang talaga nila nakita. Tapos sabi na, dude, you need to make more things like this. Kailangan ganyan lagi. Kasi hindi na alam naman ng mga tao yung side mo na ganyan. Yung loko-loko ka, baliw ka. Yung parang kailangan mo ng mga ganito pa. They were encouraging me. So,
Parang medyo iba yung paa mo doon.
and then, hindi ko pa yun! Disclaimer. Pero last trip, diba? Kung isipin mo.
Kay Casey ba yun?
Kay Casey actually yung fan. Pero sa editing kasi, syempre mukhang akin. So medyo nakakadagdag lang siya ng comedy, diba? Akala mo akin. Tapos may buhok. So ayun. They were encouraging me to do it and they've been telling me to come up with all sorts of online content and it can be a little side business, but I haven't really thought about it.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
And speaking of fans who have always been there through ups and downs, anong message mo para sa kanila?
Siyempre, I'm really, really happy sa gabi-gabi nilang pag-tweet sa akin tuwing nanonood sila ng Genesis. At lagi nilang pinapa-feel sa akin na hanggang ngayon nandyan pa rin sila. At napaka-updated nila sa lahat ng mga ginagawa ko. They throw me birthday parties. I'm very lucky for it. I'm very lucky to have them. They cook me food, See, that's true. From the song, I Love My Fans.
Yeah.
They cook me food. Okay, anyways. So, I just wanna thank them and let them know na hindi ko binabaliwala lahat ng effort nila. Tsaka talagang tinatreasure ko sila as people. I like getting to know them. I like meeting them. I like having conversations with them. Knowing what they do. Yun. I'm just really, really grateful and I hope we stay friends. To everyone watching this video right now, make sure to watch the final weeks of Genesis. Hopefully, ma-enjoy niyo yung mga malalaki naming revelations in the story. And sana you get pleasure from watching me cry.